irrational. So you leave it just like that. That is the simplified answer. Everybody good?
Yep.
All right, let's talk about the graph of the exponential function for a second. So has anybody tried to get on MyLabs today?
No.
I
finished the assignment yesterday.
So for whatever reason, so it started with me today. I was on it. I was doing stuff, and it kicked me off. And then when I tried to log back in, it said my username and password weren't right. And then, so I called. My entire planning period, I was on the phone with Weatherford. They were trying to figure it out. And then I got an email from Nia, and she was like, I can't get on. And then she said, I talked to Megan, she can't get on either. And I was like, neither can I. Well, now I can get on, but they still can't. So I don't know what's going on. But they're working on it, trying to figure it out. But I tried. We may have to. Hopefully they'll figure it out. I don't know what's going on, but I tried to get on to see how these graphs were going to be, because remember y'all had so much trouble graphing the polynomials, and it's because you needed 4 points to graph it. And so I'm not sure, because I couldn't get on to see it, and I haven't looked again now that I can get on, how the graphing of this works. But you should only need 3 points. So I'm going to show you how to get those 3 points. So the 3 points are going to be -1 and 1 over a, 0, 1, unless it has been vertically shifted. If it has a plus or minus after the thing, then it's been vertically shifted. But otherwise, it is going to go through the point 0, 1.
Always?
Always. Unless it's been vertically shifted.
Oh, yeah, because it has a 0.
Yeah. All right, if a is greater than 1, it's increasing, so it's going to look like this.
I can get into MyLabs.
You can?
Yeah.
Good, so maybe they fixed it. If a is a fraction, or a decimal less than 1, it's decreasing. That means it's going to look like this. Okay, unlike the rationals, these have just one asymptote. It's the horizontal asymptote. Unless there's a vertical shift, it's at y equals 0, or the x-axis. The domain's going to be negative infinity to positive infinity, and the range, unless there's a vertical shift, is 0 to infinity. Nothing's included because of the asymptote. Okay, so let's do just a real quick sketch.
What limits the range?
There's a horizontal asymptote. It's 0.
Oh.
So it's always that? Domain range is always that?
Unless there's, as long as there's no vertical shift. We'll do one in a minute that's got a vertical shift so you can see. All right, so let's say they give us f of x equals 3 to the x. We're just going to sketch it. If this were MyLabs Plus, and they wanted you'd click on the little thing that looks like an exponential, which is just a little swoopy thing. It's not all the way to you, it's just a half swoopy thing. You're going to click on that one, and then it's going to give you need 3 points. Well, you know, because always, unless there's a vertical shift, and there's not on this one, you're going to plot the point 0, 1. And then you're also going to plot the point 1 and then whatever the base is. So in this case, it's going to be 1, 3.
probably gonna announce band vote and Sweetheart at the community performance. We have to wait a whole nother week?
Yes. And then the other point is going to be -1, and then it's 1 over the base. So this one would be -1 and 1/3. So it would be like right here. That kind of gives you an idea. It's going to look like this. I mean, that's it. Really quick, just to say we did it, let's do one that's a fraction so that we can do a decreasing one. So let's say,
So if it's a fraction, it's always decreasing?
yes,
That's less than 1.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, a fraction less than 1. So let's say it's 1 over 5 to the x power. It is also going to go through this point at 0, 1, because they all do. And it's going to go through the point 1, comma 1/5, so that would be over 1 up a fifth, so that's 1/5. And then the other point, this one, -1 and 1 over a. So if you look at that, that's -1, 1 over 1/5. If you keep switch flip that, it's 5. So this is actually the point -1, 5. So it goes this way.
Is that 1 over 1 over 5?
1 and yes, 1 over 1 over 5. But keep switch flip that and it becomes 5.
Wait, I thought you said that this one was